The bright, pulsating lights of Las Vegas have long been a magnet for those seeking success and escape. Beneath the city's glittering surface lies a world of shadows, where ambition can turn dark and desperation deadly. In 2005, the shocking murder of Melissa James exposed the grim reality behind the seemingly glamorous lives of fitness icons Kellyanne Ryan and her husband, Craig Titus. What began as a tale of athletic achievement unraveled into a chilling narrative of betrayal, obsession, and violence. Kellyanne Ryan was born in 1972 in Greenville, South Carolina, a place far removed from the chaos and corruption of Las Vegas. From a young age, Kelly showed remarkable athleticism, excelling in gymnastics and cheerleading during her school years. Her dedication to fitness was not just a hobby but a way of life. She thrived in environments that demanded discipline and focus, qualities that propelled her to pursue a career in fitness competitions after college. By the late 1990s, Kelly had become a celebrated figure in the fitness world. She graced magazine covers and participated in high-profile competitions like MS, Fitness America. Her defined physique, charisma, and relentless work ethic made her a star in an industry that valued perfection. But the road to success came with pressures. The fitness world demanded not only peak physical performance but also the maintenance of a carefully curated image. For Kelly, the line between personal ambition and external expectations began to blur. Kelly's marriage to Craig Titus was seen by many as a match made in fitness heaven. Craig, a prominent figure in bodybuilding, had a reputation for pushing boundaries, both professionally and personally. Born in 1965, Craig's rise in the bodybuilding world was marked by a blend of talent, charisma, and controversy. The couple quickly became a power duo in the fitness industry, blending their shared passion for bodybuilding with a high-profile lifestyle. Together, they built a brand that embodied strength and success, often sharing their lives on social media and in interviews. Behind the scenes, however, their relationship was far from perfect. Craig's arrogance and domineering nature clashed with Kelly's insecurities. Both struggled with substance abuse, indulging in cocaine and methamphetamine while maintaining the facade of a health-conscious lifestyle. Their marriage was a volatile mix of love, competition, and toxicity, a powder keg waiting to explode. Melissa James entered Kelly and Craig's lives at a critical juncture. A 28-year-old aspiring entrepreneur, Melissa had dreams of building her own fitness empire. She moved to Las Vegas to escape her troubled past in Florida, where financial difficulties and personal struggles had taken their toll. Melissa was no stranger to Kelly, who had befriended her years earlier. When Melissa's boutique fitness studio began to falter, Kelly offered her a lifeline and opportunity to live and work with her and Craig. Melissa would handle administrative tasks, giving her a chance to rebuild her life while contributing to the couple's business. At first, the arrangement seemed mutually beneficial. But the dynamic between the trio quickly turned toxic. Tensions rose as Melissa and Kelly clashed over finances and personal boundaries. Kelly, already insecure and paranoid from drug use, began to suspect Melissa of theft and betrayal. The events of December 13, 2005, remain a haunting mystery, pieced together through forensic evidence and witness testimonies. On that day, firefighters responding to a car fire in the desert outskirts of Las Vegas discovered a horrifying scene. Inside the charred remains of a Jaguar was the body of Melissa James, bound and burned beyond recognition. Melissa's autopsy revealed the brutality of her death. She had been injected with morphine and other drugs, likely to incapacitate her. She was then strangled, with ligature marks on her neck pointing to a deliberate act of violence. The subsequent burning of her body indicated a chilling attempt to destroy evidence. The crime scene pointed directly to Kellyanne Ryan and Craig Titus. Surveillance footage captured them purchasing gasoline and fire-starting supplies, and witnesses reported seeing the couple's erratic behavior in the hours surrounding the murder. As detectives delved into the case, a grim narrative began to emerge. Kelly had accused Melissa of stealing money and forging checks, accusations that fueled her paranoia. Combined with the couple's drug use and unstable relationship, these suspicions escalated into deadly violence. Police discovered damning evidence in the couple's home: duct tape, syringes filled with morphine, and bloodstains matching Melissa's DNA. Witnesses, including a man named Anthony Gross, confessed to helping Kelly and Craig transport and burn Melissa's body. Rose's account of the couple's behavior painted a chilling picture of cold calculation and desperation. In the days following the murder, Kelly and Craig fled Las Vegas, embarking on a frantic road trip across the country. Their flight was marked by erratic behavior, including the use of fake names and stolen credit cards. Despite their efforts to evade capture, law enforcement was closing in. On December 23, 2005, after nearly 2 weeks on the run, Kelly and Craig were apprehended in Stoughton, Massachusetts. Their arrest marked the end of their glamorous facade, exposing them as fugitives ensnared by their own hubris. During interrogations, Kelly and Craig turned on each other, each attempting to shift blame. Kelly claimed that Melissa's death was an accident, alleging that Craig had overreacted during an argument. Craig, in turn, portrayed Kelly as the instigator, accusing her of jealousy and impulsiveness. Their mutual betrayal underscored the toxicity of their relationship, revealing a marriage built on lies and manipulation. The trial of Kelly Ann Ryan and Craig Titus captivated the nation, drawing attention to the dark underbelly of the fitness industry. Prosecutors presented a mountain of evidence, including forensic findings, witness testimonies, and the couple's own incriminating statements. The prosecution argued that Kelly and Craig had meticulously planned Melissa's murder to silence her and protect their public image. They highlighted the cruelty of the crime, emphasizing the couple's deliberate actions to incapacitate, kill, and dispose of Melissa. The defense painted a different picture, portraying Kelly as a victim of Craig's domineering influence. Her attorneys argued that she acted out of fear and desperation, manipulated by a controlling and abusive partner. Craig's defense, meanwhile, sought to minimize his role, blaming the murder on Kelly's emotional instability. In 2008, both Kelly and Craig accepted plea deals to avoid the death penalty. Kelly pleaded guilty to arson and battery with a deadly weapon, receiving a sentence of 6 to 26 years. Craig pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, arson and kidnapping, earning a sentence of 21 to 55 years. Kelly Ann Ryan's life in prison has been marked by reflection and attempts at redemption. In interviews, she has expressed remorse for her actions, though critics question the sincerity of her contrition. Once a fitness queen celebrated for her discipline and determination, Kelly now faces the harsh reality of a life defined by tragedy and regret. Craig Titus remains in prison, his brash personality unchanged. Reports suggest he continues to deflect blame, refusing to fully acknowledge his role in Melissa's murder. His once prized reputation as a bodybuilding icon is now overshadowed by his criminal infamy. For Melissa James's family, the pain of her loss remains immeasurable. A young woman with dreams of success, Melissa was drawn into a world of ambition and deception that ultimately cost her life. Her memory lives on through the efforts of her loved ones, who have worked tirelessly to honor her legacy and advocate for victims of violence. The murder of Melissa James serves as a grim reminder of how ambition, unchecked emotions, and substance abuse can lead to unspeakable violence. Kelly Ann Ryan and Craig Titus's descent from fitness icons to convicted killers is a cautionary tale about the dangers of toxic relationships and the devastating consequences of unchecked anger. In the neon-lit city of Las Vegas, where dreams are made and broken, the shadows of this horrific crime linger, a chilling testament to the darkness that can lurk behind even the brightest facades. Even with the convictions of Kelly Ann Ryan and Craig Titus, the case continues to raise unsettling questions. How could two people so entrenched in a lifestyle dedicated to health and discipline fall so far into chaos and violence? What role did the pressures of maintaining their public image play in their descent? And could Melissa James's tragic fate have been avoided if warning signs had been heeded earlier? Friends and acquaintances of the couple reported seeing signs of trouble long before the murder. Kelly's behavior had grown increasingly erratic, marked by paranoia and emotional instability. Craig's temper and controlling tendencies had escalated, exacerbated by his own drug use. Yet, their public personas as fitness icons allowed them to mask the turmoil behind closed doors. For Melissa, her decision to enter their lives proved to be fatal. What began as an opportunity for a fresh start turned into a nightmare as she became ensnared in the couple's toxic dynamic. While much of the focus has been on Kelly and Craig's actions, The story of Melissa, a young woman full of promise, is often overshadowed. The murder of Melissa James sent shockwaves through the fitness industry, exposing its darker side. Behind the polished physiques and glamorous lifestyles, many athletes face intense pressures to perform, often resorting to dangerous methods to maintain their edge. The widespread use of performance-enhancing drugs, combined with the financial instability of a career dependent on fleeting fame, creates a volatile environment. Kelly and Craig's case highlighted these issues, sparking conversations about the need for better support systems within the industry. Critics argued that the competitive nature of fitness culture fosters an unhealthy obsession with perfection, driving individuals to extremes. The case also drew attention to the dangers of domestic abuse and the role it can play in escalating violence. While Kelly's culpability in Melissa's murder is undeniable, her relationship with Craig was marked by manipulation and control. Their toxic partnership serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of such dynamics. In the years following her conviction, Kellyanne Ryan has spoken out about the lessons she claims to have learned. In interviews, she has expressed regret for her role in Melissa's death, often framing her actions as the result of fear and desperation. However, skeptics question whether her remorse is genuine or simply a calculated attempt to rebuild her image. Craig Titus, on the other hand, has shown little inclination towards self-reflection. His continued denial of full responsibility for Melissa's murder has drawn criticism, with many viewing him as unrepentant. His refusal to acknowledge the depth of his actions serves as a stark contrast to Kelly's attempts at contrition. For both, the reality of life behind bars stands in sharp contrast to the lives they once led. Their rise and fall serve as a sobering reminder of how quickly ambition can spiral into tragedy when fueled by ego and addiction. The story of Kellyanne Ryan and Craig Titus remains one of the most chilling chapters in Las Vegas's history of crime. Their transformation from fitness icons to convicted murderers continues to captivate and horrify, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition, toxic relationships, and substance abuse. For Melissa James's family, the pain of her loss endures. While justice has been served, no sentence can bring back the vibrant young woman who had so much to offer. Her tragic fate serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of violence and the devastating ripple effects it creates. As the years pass, the legacy of this case remains a dark stain on the glittering backdrop of Las Vegas, a city where dreams are made and, all too often, destroyed. Kelly and Craig's story, marked by ambition and betrayal, serves as a chilling testament to the darkness that can lurk behind even the brightest facades.